always thought we would meet under more planned situations, but times are running out, and just in case there's someone who's able to do it, or I want this to get out. I'm assuming other people have thought about it, but I don't know. I assume. Okay, so all right. Well, I've thought about all of this, so I know exactly how the homes have to be made. I know how the subdivision, or I know that floor plan, how I want it, how I see it. Not I wanted it, how it was shown to me, how it should be, the architecture layout of the home, the necessary things that we need to build in the home to allow us the freedom to move back and forth, solar power, energy that you of course store and use, with the flip of a button when there's no more sun, nighttime as you would call it. And there's a lot of things, a lot of components, but that's just on the housing as itself. But the community, okay? The community, and you want this community, you want clusters of the said community, 50, 100 people, 100 families, not people, but families, 50 to, 100 families in these clusters. And in each cluster, you should have, or there was, let's say in my dream, or what I saw, blah, blah, blah. However it is, fiction, a book I'm writing, whatever makes it, either way, back to it. So, in the compound, how it's made, it is definitely not on a monetary system, okay? Not to function it, not, the homeostasis of it. The homeostasis of it should be, that's the whole purpose of how it's built. Every piece, the families that you put in place, all are like parts of the body. And each cluster is a body. And, in the bodies, you need, veins, vessels, eyes, all that stuff. You need the botanists, you need, the people who are wanting to do these things. So when you put the people in place who love to do these things already, naturally, especially, is the way even it has to be set up. So it's very community based. But when I say community based, I am thinking more so of a Aboriginal, indigenous style community setting in terms of a lot of things. But, some things right there, so it's gonna help it flow a lot better like family, and you will see it as family. And then you have like a big store in the middle, because the middle is where we want the store, you want everyone to congregate. The heart of the home is the kitchen. So that's almost like, that's like our market center. And our market center, this is where all our individualized skills and things can be purchased, or not purchased, but bartered on a large scale to go back to said places. So this is already investment in your said community. This is people who prune they love pruning the plants. These are people who enjoy playing with animals, and this is the way they pay their time, and it's not that, because you're doing things that you love, with helping with the elderly, and the elderly being able to give the oral dictation that's necessary, that may not be able to translate as best that's necessary, because we understand that books change, books are edited, books are erased, and digital is in the blink of an eye. Seconds later, it's down and you can't see it, and it's changed and it's altered and it's approved for whatever. So that's why oral dictation is necessary, and it's a part of, and it should be back in the community. But you have the midwives, you have the people, the teachers, you have the protectors that are very strategic. You have the organizers, you have our tech, you have all these things, because we know how to operate. And we also, once you own these, land, and you so you can get off the grid and you learn to be minimal. You live a minimalistic life, because it's you're not a consumer. So what you're doing is regurgitating that consumerism back out, and we're not trying to do that. I mean, you can still go off, because it should be big enough to where this is a actual, community that is understands and chooses to not have a lot of things. They choose to live a certain lifestyle, a certain culturistic atmosphere. And it's just better, because you teach all the children, everyone learns about agriculture like it used to be. To grow their own basic, you grow your own basic things. There's a way you procure your own meat at home on an individual scale, but then you have that community center in the middle where, now your grandpa, your mom, your dad, your aunt, your cousin, all those people that you go to do these things can now use their skills and services, but it's not a cash-based system in this community. There's still that community out there that you utilize those things for, that are very much, so you would use those things for those, they're out there. You know what I'm saying? That community's out there that still has the understanding of, a used market, narcissistic built system, and not teaching the truth, and let's fall asleep, let's over sexualize, let's overdo everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, you understand. If you understand, it's the people who understand it's going to be in the community. So if you don't understand it, it's not for you. You wouldn't, and you going to know that. You know what I'm saying? It's not going to be like, oh, we going to, hey, because this is an honest community. Has to be on that. You know what I'm saying? That means you going to call. Ain't no sweeping under the rug. We can't sweep it under. We can't sweep it under the rug. You going to have to start there with that. And it's kind of like that. But, you know what I'm saying? It's not. It's a definite inner choice decision where people have aligned with, hey, this is what I desire. Just like picking out a school. I want my children to be taught in its entirety. I don't want them to learn how to be production line. Learn how to shut up, listen, don't say anything, think. No, I said answer the question. Walk in a line. Follow the steps. You understand whose kids are not carrying on like that and who's not being on like that? Now you know how to balance that shit out. Balance it out. Anyhow. But it's the whole thing we need to do. And we can do it. We can do it. I believe we can. I don't know. You get it? Oh, did I tell you?